All right, guys, welcome back to Picky Garage. Same day, I just filmed a video of the difference between a ceramic coating and a PPF film protection. And I just want to touch base on, if you do have your car ceramic coated, Brian at Reflective Images is going to go ahead and go over the processes, or the process of how you can properly, wash your car with the ceramic coating to where it gets, the best longevity out of the car and the best, shine and all those things that we want as, wash your car at home. Don't take it through a car wash. I know that. That's probably not a good thing.
That's definitely one. That's definitely one.
Go ahead, Brian, if you want to take it away.
So one thing that we've always strived on here is our maintenance programs and our client education. So we can get the car as perfect and as close to perfect as we want, but unless it's maintained properly, nothing's going to last. So maintenance comes into a key play with going forward once these cars are done, whether it's film, whether it's coating. You've got to maintain it in the proper way. So we actually have a full tutorial that we give our clients that we've worked up. We've narrowed it down to about 3 different products from, again, every criteria. So you got daily drivers to garage queens. Well, garage queens are only going to get dusty. Daily drivers are going to see the elements, the snow, the rain, the mud, the dirt, whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
So we've compiled it into a list of items that we feel work the best. They're sun-friendly, they are eco-friendly, and they are also safe. So for instance, on this 3RS, we're dealing with $10,000 option of carbon ceramic brakes. You can only put certain materials on those brakes. You cannot use wheel cleaners. You cannot use anything caustic. The rotors alone are, $3,000 to $4,000 a piece. So there's a lot of care that has to be taken when you're maintaining a car. And again, I want to emphasize, not all cars are the same. Everything's different, but we try to hit on everything that we can. So we still focus on a 2-bucket method. As far as a car that's dirty, we love the CarPro Reset Shampoo. Fantastic product. Pick it up anywhere online. We use it almost every day of the week. It's formulated for coated cars, but you definitely can use it on cars that aren't coated. But it is a perfectly lathering shampoo that goes on. Great results. At the same time, doesn't strip.
Now, would you recommend doing that as so my process is I rinse the car down with a pressure washer, then I foam it, rinse the foam off, then foam it again, and then I'll do like a... So what do you suggest? Just
okay, so when
put
we
it on the
start,
rag,
the car comes in for maintenance. Currently, we don't have anything in here right now, but if this 3RS came in for maintenance and it did have, regular road dirt, regular driving dirt, our process would be, we would assess the vehicle, number one. We need to figure out at that point, what are we going to do? Are we going to completely refoam it or rewash it or resuds it? Or can we jump to like a rinseless wash that we can do here inside the shop? Based upon that assessment, we'll pick the right avenue that we're going to take. Typically, we'll do our wheels first. Again, depending on the car, this particular vehicle with the carbon ceramic brakes, you can only use water and soap. So we'll mix up one of our buckets. We'll go through with brushes and our little smaller brushes we'll go through. We actually have a hand foamer that we use as well. Okay. That will put basically the same wash that's in the bucket. We're going to just foam it and put it on the wheel. All it's doing, just helping break it up. Right. If the wheels are coated, which these are, you don't need a wheel cleaner. In our experiences, if the coatings are applied properly, when we take wheels off and things of that nature and they're cured right, you don't need a wheel cleaner. Typically, it will come off. Now, 3-4 months down the road, if you let it sit on there, it's not going to come off. But we do recommend, at least to all our clients, we are a bi-monthly cleaning is what we recommend. Okay. At least twice a month. So we would start with our wheels, and at that point, rinse them down, and again, kind of reassess where we are. We then would go into the body. One other thing I want to stress too is never use the same buckets for your body, your wheels. Pretty much when we wash, we've got 3 to 4 buckets at all given, any given time. Right. We also install grit guards in all our buckets. Age-old tool, you can't be without them. Exactly. They're still a staple in everything we do. At that point, then if we need to use the foamer, we'll hook it up to our pressure washer system. Or we may go in sometimes and just rinse, do a really hard, good stream rinse, and then just proceed with a normal bucket wash. Okay. Again, we kind of let the car kind of dictate what we're going to do. And then, at that point, we typically, again, don't do anything in the sun. We try not to. Right. We also have a deionizing filter system installed on our hose as well. Our water here is not the greatest. So we try to, any rinse methods that we're using, we always switch over to the deionized water. Okay. Again, you can't beat it. Right. It's well worth the money. Right. And then at that point, we'll bring it in and we'll basically blow dry. These are great tools. They're sitting all around. We've been using Metro bike blowers for years.
Okay.
They're handheld. They're about the size of a coffee pot.
I like that.
And they are one of the strongest handheld blowers on the market. I know there's other ones. I'm not choosing on the video, but these are ones they've actually got rubber tips too. So
I like that.
So we're all human. God forbid we're all human. God forbid you touch it. It doesn't hurt anything.
Okay. I like
we
that.
blow all the cracks, crevices out. We'll pop all the doors open. For this car, for instance, we'll hit the front trunk. We'll hit the bonnet on the back, and then we will, blow all the water out. Typically, at that point, the car's clean. We still need to dial it in. We do really like waffle weaves for our drying medias. Whatever's left after we do blow it off.
Okay. And a waffle weave, is that like any type of brand that you prefer?
Honestly, it's one of the only Meguiar's products we still use.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully that's okay to say on the...
Oh, it's fine. No, not a problem.
But Meguiar's waffle weaves, they're great. They're $8. And they're a great towel. And once they're done, we throw them in the trash.
Okay.
We get about 3, 4, 5 cars out of them, but they really work well. We basically fold them out, and we'll do a blotting method, or we'll do kind of a drag method.
Where you drop it and pull it?
And then pull it, or we'll kind of blot it off, again, depending on the car.
Okay.
We'll go through our door jams, we'll go through our trunk jams, our hood jams, and then we'll kind of dial wheels in. One of the things you don't want to do, especially on a car that's bare. So one thing to back up on, your shampoo is a lubricant that is designed to remove the dirt things, anything on the car safely. Once that's off, you're only using bare water. Bare water is not a lubricant. So if something does fall in the car, you need to be extra careful because you can scratch with water.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy and it sounds, counterintuitive, but...
Normally when I dry a car, I'd use like a lubricant, like VO7, chemical guys, VO7. It's worked for me, but...
So unless the car is getting some type of a correction or polish work, we don't put anything on it because we're going to remove it anyway.
Right.
Because once the wash process is over, it goes right into an old-fashioned play step. Every car that comes in my door, no matter the marquee, no matter how much it's worth, it all gets hand clayed still. It's the only way to get them right.
Right.
So on a maintenance car that is coated, yes, we will jump when we're physically drying. We will apply some type of a kind of a maintenance product. We got a couple different ones that we prefer, but to answer your question, like a detail spray, yes, you would insert it at that point.
And what would some of your suggestions be?
So we have found that CarPro makes one called Echo, fantastic product. Some days we'll even go to, I'm a fond believer in Griot's Garage Stuff. They have come a long way.
Right, I agree.
We love their Best to Show Wax, which is a spray.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's fantastic
crazy,
on a car when it's wet. And you dry that in, it's amazing what it does.
All right.
There's also another one on the market. We're testing PNS Speed Maker.
That's what I've been
typically
using
not recommended for water, but we've done some research with it. I like it with water, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'll spray it on with a car being damp.
Yep.
It's an amazing product and a maintenance product.
Yep. And it's cheap. It's only like $30.
It is, and PNS, they've come a long way too. I mean, they make fantastic products. So we definitely have we've been grown very fond of that product as well. But really, any detail spray will work.
Okay.
Don't get creative. Whatever works for you.
I'm a firm believer of I like to try different things. That's how you learn what goes good with the car, doesn't go good, or what's crap and what's not. It's also hard to find when there's a lot of marketing a lot of these products. So
I'm a firm believer too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you find something that works,
something, keep it.
Use it. Don't spend millions of dollars on product and towels and everything else because a lot of it's hype.
Exactly, and that's a big thing.
On my channel, I like to just do a lot of reviews of different products, and I buy it on Amazon and I tell people about it. But I'll be sure to link everything that Brian says in the description so you guys can pick it up. So some of the things, so you use CarPro Reload, right?
Reset.
Or Reset.
Yep,
okay.
Reset. We also like Optimum No Rinse. Again, been around forever. In a situation where we don't necessarily need to rinse the car off, if it's just a maintenance procedure.
Oh, you just do a spray?
We can do it's still 2 buckets. It's a product in one bucket, clear water in the other. You treat it like a washing machine. But that product works really well for light dirt, not driven a whole lot. And really, we keep it pretty simple. We don't get complicated with the wash stuff. When we foam, we'll use chemical guys. They're foaming. I don't remember what it's called, but one of their washes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also use their citrus wash and gloss, which has been around forever from them. It's a great strip wash. If you concentrate it enough, it will strip pretty well.
Okay.
And we've run that through the foamer. I mean, we've even got creative where we'll mix a 50 blend of degreaser and foam product in a foamer just to get the extra cut. Another product that works very well is Iron X. We use that on a lot of cars, but again, that's more prep. That's not maintenance.
Right.
I would never recommend it for a maintenance car with no any background in using that product.
Right.
It's definitely a prosumer product, so you have to be careful. No sun. There's a lot of little things that go into that, but it works, you know, and it's a valuable tool. It's definitely a valuable tool. But they're just some of the products that we use, you know, as far as maintenance goes.
And we've been over a lot of things in this video, guys, but Brian on his YouTube channel, I'll put a tag right here so you guys can see. You have a maintenance swatch video, right?
We do, yes, sir. On our YouTube channel, it's on there. Reflected Images, Custom Detailing, I think, is our YouTube channel. We've got a maintenance video on there. You can watch all our other car videos that we've done as well. But the maintenance video is a hands-on that actually is me going through an entire car. It's about a 16-minute video, step by step.
And that's the best way to learn, guys. That's how I learned. That's how you keep learning. And Brian is surely a guy that knows his stuff. He has a lot of high-dollar cars that he works on and has proven his craft. So, like I said in my other video, if you guys have seen it, where he described the different coatings and the paint protection film, you can find him at Reflected Images on Instagram and YouTube. I'll put the links down below. And if you have any questions or you want your car done, then you can surely shoot him an email, give him a phone call, or hit him in the DMs on Instagram. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, Brian, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Enjoy it.
And stay tuned for more videos, and you'll probably see Brian in a lot more cars to come. So thanks for watching, guys.